Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the repeat function. And if I go like I'm entering a formula, we enter the equal sign and then REPT, then I hit tab, and then it asks for the text that you want and how many times you want it repeated. So let me hit the escape key to clear that, and I'll show you another way to get to this one. Go to the insert function button, and it's under the text menu, and you can go through here and go down to repeat. And you can do it through this wizard just by filling out these fields. Normally it's quicker and easier to just do it within the cell, and that way it makes it easier to just reference cells within the sheet. So hit equals REPT. Whoops, got ahead of myself. You have to hit the tab button to get the open parentheses, and then we can type in the text that we want to repeat. So let's say that we want to type in the text, quote, the quick brown fox, comma, and now see the bolded section goes to number of times, and let's do it 25 times. Close parentheses, hit enter, and there we go. We now have the same text 25 times. Now that could be useful if you're looking to have the same thing typed many times in one direction. So that's what the repeat function does. But let me show you another strategy that I really like that's related. But I could just move out 25 times if I wanted to repeat something 25 times. And I'm just going to type a filler text in this column and hit a 1, for example. And I hit Control left arrow, and that takes me right back to the very first column. And now I can type the quick brown fox. And if I hit copy, Control C, you can also hit the copy button there. But then while I have it copied, I can also hold Control, Shift, and the right arrow down. And now everything to where I put that filler text is selected. Then I can hit the paste button up here on the ribbon, or I can hit Control V. Now I have the quick brown fox copied and pasted into every single column. So you might use this strategy if you needed to repeat a header 25 times. But of course you can't see all of them because the columns are too narrow. So to auto-fit the width, we use our Alt key, H, O, I, and that makes every column the exact same width. Another way to do that, I'll hit Control Z to undo it. We can go to Format, Auto Fit, and Column Width right there. And that does the same thing. So the repeat function can be useful if you want the same thing repeated many times. Or you can use this strategy to copy data across columns. And if you want the same thing repeated down a column in different rows, one way you could do that is to copy this whole selection, and we already have it copied, but if you didn't, you hit the escape key so everything's unselected. So you make sure cell A1 is selected, and you'll hold down the Shift and Control keys and then tap the right arrow key. It'll take you all the way to the far side of that data. Then we'll copy it. That's Control C, and then I'll hit Control Home, which will bring our cursor back to column A. And let's put the cursor on, say, cell A3. And we want to do a paste special. You can go through here and go to this paste special and then hit transpose. See what that does? All that data is now pasted and each item is in its own row. So that's one way of doing it. Let's hit Control Z to undo, and I'll show you another way to do it. Is press Alt H V S. That gives us the same menu. And you see the E down here, it has that underlined. You hit the E on your keyboard and it'll automatically check that box for you. Then you hit OK with your mouse or hit Enter, and that's another way to do it. So that's a few different ways to repeat text over cells horizontally or vertically down the rows.